Hey guys, Steve here. I want to bring a little reflection based on the quote by C.S. Lewis, who said that suffering was God's megaphone to rouse a deaf world. And Lewis had this idea that when life is going well, God is whispering. He's not getting through when comfort and ease and riches and wealth. And then he said he speaks in our conscience. Something pulls at a heartstring. We shouldn't be doing that. But he said he shouts in our pain. When suffering comes, it's as if God has got through and he's woken us up. It's his megaphone to rouse a deaf world. I was actually reading an article from The Guardian in the UK. I don't think the person's a believer. And he said COVID-19 is nature's wake up call to complacent civilization. And he talked about how we've assumed that we've transcended all kind of suffering and natural hazards and we've insulated ourselves from it. And he says the bubble has been, burst, and now we are naked and outraged because it's all out of control for us. We've been woken up. And I want us to think about how is God waking us up as a church and how is he waking our world up? And I want to give you three simple thoughts. How can we use this time? What is God trying to reveal? Well, first of all, I think he's calling us to pray. He's waking us up to prayer. You have time to pray. And we need to seek God like we've never had to seek him before. So use this time to pray. He's waking us up to evangelism. Here's an opportunity where our friends and family, our loved ones, many in the cities and the nations we find ourselves in, are suddenly hungering for truth and spiritual reality and meaning and hope and certainty of life after death and answers to questions. And people that were ardent atheists are going, well, maybe I'm not so sure that that's enough anymore. And they're looking for truth. So be woken up to prayer at this time. Be woken up to evangelism. And secondly, be woken up to what God is doing in you. What is he revealing? What is he showing? What are some of the ugly things? What are some of the bad habits? What are some of the sins? What are some of the passions? What are some of the opportunities? What is God revealing? How is he waking us up? Psalm 46, verse 10, which we're reflecting on a lot at the moment, says, be still and know that I am God. In this time, let's be still. God, how are you waking us up? And in verse 8 of Psalm 46, it said, come and see the works of the Lord, the desolations he's brought on the earth. God is at work. We don't necessarily understand every part of it, but we know he's waking us up and he's trying to reveal something. So be woken up to prayer, be woken up to evangelism, and be woken up to what God is doing in us as a church, that he might strengthen us and then use us and build his church at this time. Let's not waste this sort of enforced rest that we're going through. Let's be woken up to God's purposes, to prayer, to evangelism, and to self-reflection.